Foreign ministers from the West and Russia are meeting in Paris to try to resolve the crisis in Ukraine. But tensions remain high, and the UN Special Envoy to Crimea has been forced to abandon his mission after being threatened. Paul Kadak is in Kiev.
And with all the hopes of a diplomatic way out of this standoff between Ukraine and Russia, it is quite simply easier said than done. Just ask Robert Serry, the United Nations Special Envoy who'd gone to the Crimean region to check out just what was happening on the ground when he was confronted by around a dozen armed men in the Crimean capital Simferopol and warned to leave. Blocked from his car, he had to flee to a cafe where he was targeted by chanting activists. He was finally able to get out of there to the airport for a flight out of Crimea with a clear message of just how tense the situation remains in the region where Russian troops now appear to have effective control. Trouble too in other parts of the country. In Donetsk in eastern Ukraine, hundreds of pro-Russian protesters have clashed with police as they seized a government building for the second time this week. Meeting in Paris, US, UK and Ukrainian officials have called for international observers in Crimea. Russia has been warned of economic sanctions, but as the United Nations Deputy Secretary General told us here in Kiev, it's been slow going, just trying to get the parties talking, but a diplomatic solution is essential.
I would hope that we have come to the end of the Cold War. There's no interest on anybody to reawaken those ghosts of the past. It's not a zero-sum game where one wins and the other loses. A conflict in today's world is always a lose-lose game.
Those diplomatic efforts continue. From Kiev in Ukraine, and back to you.